We can take coffee on the place. Ok. La pause café est terminée. Nous allons commencer la dernière partie de cet atelier. Selon le programme, nous avons encore 3 étapes importantes. General Recommendation, Closing Remark, and Psych Meeting, BU-LABNET. Donc je demande à ceux qui doivent intervenir, les experts, pour les recommandations, les Closing Remarks aussi pour les experts, pour l'OMS, de se mettre en place. Nous allons commencer. Recommended.
No, the general. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
the expert.
Yeah.
You present.
But we have 1 minute of Sophie from ITM. We like to show 1 minute video from a biomarker or for a new test or something. Yeah, she will talk about that.
So there is a medical doctor in Amsterdam. He's called Stan Schutte, and he, together with DRC, he identified a new biomarker, and it was so the band-aids of Brûlé ulcer patients were examined, and then with mass spectrometry, they identified a new biomarker, and they wanted now to convert it into a point-of-care test. And he made a small video. So if you're interested in maybe collaborating or knowing more about it, you can come to me. I can bring you in contact with Stan.
We are on the road to develop the first point-of-care test for Brûlé ulcer. The team from the University of Amsterdam consists of Paul Brinkman, a biomedical engineer with extensive experience in the detection of volatiles, and Stan Schutte, a general practitioner with research experience on Brûlé ulcer. We are supported by the microbacteriology unit at the Institute of Tropical Medicine in Antwerp. Brûlé ulcer is a neglected bacterial skin disease causing large wounds. It mainly affects children in rural West and Central Africa. However, it is also present in certain areas in Australia. If not diagnosed early, wounds grow and patients suffer from disability and stigma, reducing all prospects in life. This places a heavy burden on patients and their communities. Laboratory tests miss many cases. PCR is too expensive and often not available. Currently, there is no point-of-care test. Developing such a test is our goal. In our previous study carried out in the Democratic Republic of Congo, we found a molecule in wound swabs from patients with Brûlé ulcer. This molecule was absent in patients without the disease, so it can be used as a biomarker in our proposed test. Our solution is to develop a colorimetric test. This is a test which can indicate the presence of a certain substance by changing color. Human strip or drug tests are based on this principle. We want to use an existing color-changing powder for our biomarker and turn it into a test with a fluid reagent, much easier to take along while on the road to patients' homes. Once we've found a safe and stable buffer solution, we want to test this on Brûlé bacteria grown in the lab. When introducing the bacteria into the fluid, the color will change within minutes. This is a prototype we can further develop. The impact of a point-of-care test will be a faster and cheaper diagnosis of Brûlé ulcer. The test kit can be used in people's homes without requiring any electricity or digital equipment. This will be a game changer for use in rural areas where access to essential medicines and diagnostics remains a challenge.
Not sure.
So that was it. If you're interested in, so it's basically that they're using the biomarker to do a color conversion test as a point-of-care test, but it's not there yet. But there is now a master student from Cameroon testing stuff in the lab. But maybe further on it will be developed into a point-of-care test. So if you're interested or you want to know more about it, I can bring you in contact with the medical doctor who leads this.
Thank you, Jessica. Some comment? Sophie, sorry.
Shall I make one comment? Just one comment, Sophie. Just one comment. I think the community here are all scientists. So we really like to see the details when we see something like this, because if it is a biomarker, we need to know what the molecule is, and because we're all interested to work together with more details, definitely.
Yes, so the thing is, it's not published yet, so that's why he removed the biomarker. But I think if you contact him, he will be happy to
Sure. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
to say it.
It's a color conversion test.
It is?
Color conversion test.
Okay. Other question? Okay. We are next in the last step of this meeting. We have a general recommendation for expert. I think Dr. Sarah or Dr. Sundi present general recommendation. Okay. And after we have the closing remark. Now first the general recommendation, Dr. Sarah.
Kingsley, there are some officials who will attend the meeting, so we have to conclude after. Okay, just to know, because there was the closing remark, but there is WHO, though, so it is you. Dorothy. No, Dorothy is there. You are the authority here. Okay, so we have noted some recommendation and action plan. But this morning, NUMFOR sent an email to all the participants to ask their suggestion, their comments, their recommendation. I think we have received, 8. Few of you have already responded. Please, even after the meeting, if you have some comments, your main recommendation, so you can send it by next week, so that to freestyle, send it today, tomorrow, by the end of the week. Okay, by the end of the week, try to send us, we receive, I think, 8. So those who like to send the suggestion, free comments, send this to us so that we can include it in our recommendations. So we are coming here to the end. We had very fruitful discussion. Thank you all for your pertinent contributions. So during the meeting, we have different groups. So we really work on how we see the transition. We adopt the new transition group. We work on collaboration, strengthening collaboration with program for visibility. And this afternoon, we also have a discussion on collaborative studies and harmonization. So thank you very much for all your insight. So much work over the years. It was like BU-LABNET, we were pregnancy of skin NTDs, and now we have the baby. I think I would like first to thank all the members of the lab, because till the beginning they accept to play, to do the job, to accept harmonization. It was not really easy to accept the harmonization and to change the way they were doing things. And today I think that is a fruit or the result of this change and the implementation of AQA will make us progress and going to this new group, and I think we will continue to grow. So quickly, the objective, just let me come quickly through the objective of the meeting. We have to review the progress, present activities carried out, discuss the transition step, discuss on communication, funding, advocacy, and also plan for next activities. I think we reached our objective and we went through all what we planned with different outcome to have a list of agri activity to be carried on in coming years. To have a roadmap is not really clear now, but we have already a draft of a roadmap with some least action to do for the transition, as well as advocacy, funding, and communication activities, and a list of planned activities for next year. So for the main recommendation, what we can retain is that we have to change the current name. BU-LABNET is becoming Skin NTD Laboratory Network. And we adopt a new logo. I think NUM4 has to also share with different color, what I understand. So the coordination center is maintained as Pasteur Centre in Cameroon. And there was also the revision of the organogram of the new network. So special recommendation for WHO, they have to revise the MOU between WHO and the coordinating center to include the new name and the network with the new TOR, to continue advocacy and engagement with partner and funding bodies, and to enhance collaboration between national program and laboratories, compile and share database on skin NTD program structure and coordinator program manager details in each country. Since now for skin NTDs, we have to work on different diseases. It is good for each country to know also who is the interface concerning the diseases. So you can note, and if there is something special you would like to add, you can also send an email, or we will comment quickly at the end to add your idea. So for the coordinating center, we have to develop the new TOR for the Skin NTD Laboratory Network, the one to share with WHO to be validated, to develop a clear and costed work plan for this integration of new diseases within the network, for harmonization for each diseases, and also for AQA for each diseases. To finalize the organogram of this new network and develop draft of TOR for the satellite center, for the new advisory board and expert panel. So for the expert panel, we insist that we have to integrate national program managers to coordinate harmonization of this SOP and AQ implementation for the new diseases, to coordinate activities to improve visibility through the communication strategy, establish a procedure for inclusion of new labs in the network. So we know that we will have new lab. We discuss this with the advisory board and see how we have to include these new labs. We need also training tools for these skin NTD diseases, since we would like to integrate it in the same platform as Buruli ulcer. Coordinating center has to encourage collaborative research studies. That was our last discussion. We have to prioritize topics of research, to catalog capabilities considering different labs, so that we can ease collaboration where there is the request for fund proposals. So for member labs, they have to improve collaboration with the national control program, continue their commitment and engagement in the network and implementation of the harmonized SOP for new
Yes.
diseases, continue
Okay.
the participation in the different AQA programs. So take the opportunity of calls for submission according to the research priorities, and actively participate in collaborative research studies when it is necessary. So for the national program, they have also to improve collaboration with the lab. You can see that collaboration is for all the sides. We ask to the program, we ask to the lab, but also partners and WHO. We have to innovate on our collaboration, and we see that that is one of our challenge. So we are all involved to improve this collaboration. So the request of training for the field have to come from the program. The lab is part of the program and we can assist them for training, but it is better that the program requests for this training to organize training of trainers, some refresher course for technician and healthcare worker that are responsible for sample collection and transport. Also to explore how we integrate the skin into this sample transport with other national samples transfer systems like for TB and poliomyelitis in different countries. So for partners, continue to support the coordinating center to reach objectives on integration, the development of standard document, harmonization, OQA, and so on, visibility and coordination of scientific studies, to support sample collection from program in collaboration with laboratories. Also, we really insist that when there is a partner coming in the countries, they have also to insist that all have to be at the same table, program and also laboratories. Support coordinating center to identify other suitable funding sources and request for proposals to sustain network activities. I think that is the main point I noted. I don't know if there are some main point to add. If not, you can feel also free to send by email this evening, tomorrow, or on Friday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah. If you have additional information, you can Discord or to send via email. I thank for this recommendation. Thank you. Est-ce qu'il y a des commentaires? Sinon, nous pouvons envoyer aussi, comme elle a dit, ce que nous pouvons ajouter au réseau par email. On a une semaine. Donc, s'il y a des choses.
2 jours.
2 jours, 2 jours. 2 days, only 2 days. To add more recommendation. Ok, merci. Pas de commentaires. Merci, Dr. Sarah. We are moving now to the closing remark. I am calling now the authorities of this place. Dr. Professor Dorothy Kingsley.
Okay. Dear friends, so when you are friends, you collaborate. You drink beer together, You go to the disco together, and you do things together. That is friendship. Yeah. So I said, dear friends, yes, we have had 3 days of intense but interesting meeting. The issues that we have discussed during the 3 days, I think, are very important in moving us forward. And more particularly, the moving from BU-LABNET to Skin NTD LABNET, I think is a significant, though a challenging step. But if we don't make that step today or during this week of the meeting, we will not make further progress in trying to demonstrate and implement the integration the way we would like to see it. So I'm very happy that at least we all have consensus on that. The second part is that during the planning of this meeting, yes, we wanted to invite, we wish we could invite more people and also more program managers to attend. But we were restricted by budget, so that is why we could not invite some of the program managers from other countries to come. But I fully understand the logic to have them also at the table when we discuss issues around lab and lab confirmation. We'll see whether in the future we can do so. I think we have listened to the recommendations. We have all been part of the discussions. I believe that the Zoom recordings will be available for us to look back again to, in case we missed any points. But we will do our part, WHO, to promote the lab network, which within our department has also been appreciated as a model for improving and standardizing lab confirmation. Recently, we're discussing issues around confirmation of cases for others NTDs, for which different labs use different standards and very hard to compare. So on that note, I think we have made a significant progress in that way. I hope that we will all continue to put our weight behind the effort, and we will share in a collective success together. I also encourage partners present here, please continue to support the integration. I think it's the best way forward. And also from program perspective, the whole idea of single disease programs is quickly fading. I don't know how long and how many years it will take for this to get away, but the interest of addressing one disease, particularly given that the number of cases are going down, is completely falling out of fashion. So in view of the NTD roadmap and the focus on integration, we hope that countries will also begin to make that shift, and that partners will also support the shift to integration. I thank you all for your participation and travel to Ghana. Noguchi, I cannot appreciate the effort you have made to make us all feel very comfortable and very welcome to Ghana and to Noguchi. And Professor Dorothy, on behalf of the participants, on behalf of WHO, and on behalf of all the people that we impact, We thank you again for your leadership. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll also make a few remarks. Before they said when in Ghana, when they said the big person speaks, nobody speaks again. So Dorothy will speak last, and then after that, it will all be over. Want to say thank you to all of you for deciding to come to Ghana. Last year, when we decided we're coming to Ghana and the planning meeting started, we all didn't know how we're going to pull this through. And then eventually Dorothy decided to carry all of us. Initially, you're supposed to end up in Kumasi, but all the plans, we decided to reorganize everything. But I think it's been a very successful meeting. You can all attest to it. And we've all been comfortable. I'm sure you have been, because I have been. The food has been good and excellent. The team has been so enthusiastic and helpful, the Noguchi team. And it gives us hope to see that the future is good, the way we've all been networking and linking up together. I think this network is going to have a successful end. But there's one caution I need to also put on the table, that when we all meet like this, it's also nice. I'm part of a number of networks. When we meet and there are lots of, suggestions and people are connected. There's a lot of, we are so upbeat, but when we go, we all hide in our little cocoons, and maybe we are looking for each other. It's more difficult, but I think we should maintain the momentum that we've started here and keep it going, so that the network will be a really successful. I think so far we've made so much gains, and Sarah has given us great leadership, and with a team in Cameroon, and we promise to give her also all the support that she needs as a coordinating center, so that the whole network will be successful. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for coming to Ghana, and we really appreciate. In Ghana we say Akwaba. Most of you won't understand the tree, but Akwaba means you are welcome, and you're really welcome to Ghana. Next time maybe we'll find ourselves in, I don't want to mention the country, that one I leave it to Kingsley, but there's a country in my head, but I won't bring it out of my lips. But have a safe trip back. Enjoy your journey back, and we hope to meet again soon. Long live Skin NTD Network. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again, friends. Let me first want to thank the network. Last year I wasn't in Cameroon, but my team that came and told me that we've been asked to host this year's meeting. For me, it was because the network has confidence in us, and that means a lot to us. When the network indicated that we will host, they didn't leave us. And first, I would like to thank the coordinating center, Sarah and Numfo, because Noguchi hosting, but not all the plans were put together by only Noguchi, and you need to make it known that Kingsley was with us, Sarah was with us, Numfo was with us, my dear brother was with us. Can we kindly give them a round of applause for supporting us? We could feed you because some people decided to give us money. And so I would like to also thank all the funders for honoring their pledge, and they sending money quickly to the Noguchi account for us to be able to pay for all the things that we did. But for me, the most important is the enthusiasm, the friendliness of the network. When we met Monday night at Fiesta Royal for the dinner, we came with Ghana music, the University of Ghana Dance Ensemble. The Ghanaians tried and tried, but the Cameroonians I don't know what power that they have. And we could see our dear friends from the north, they were all dancing. It was so nice, the way we entertain ourselves. And yesterday, the Cameroonians, you are not coming to Ghana again. You came to our country, you put your country music in, and you took the floor. When Bernadette has promised me that she'll win the Azonto dance, you still won it. But it's all joy, and we are very, very appreciative of how you were receptive for our whatever we gave to you. We really, really appreciate it. At the beginning, during the welcome address, we spoke that Noguchi is committed to quality diagnostics, and I also want to reiterate that we are really committed to this network. This afternoon, we've been discussing about how to move the network forward, what are the sustainability plans, and I want to assure you that if there's any assignment that they give to Noguchi, we are very happy to support to make sure that the network works. I cannot bring my closing remarks to an end without acknowledging the Noguchi staff who were able. I'm here as just a name, but everything that has been done were done by the team. The team are at the back. Rachel, Dr. Santiago. Please come, let us go. Oh, the Noguchi team, please come. Don't be shy, please come.
Yeah, please come.
Please come. Yeah. The beauty of Noguchi is that everyone matters. So if you look at the committee, the head of the cleaners is part of it, Razak, to make sure that every place organizing, Razak did everything. So the IT is with us, procurement is with us, the administrative support, so everyone matters, and I'm very, very grateful to all of you. I think you've done a very good job, and Noguchi appreciate you. Thank you. So to end, I want to wish you traveling mercies. I hope that, and I pray that each one of you will reach his or her country safely, and that we'll have the opportunity to meet again. Richard knows the country in his head, but Kingsley, do you know the country?
Not these days. Yeah, I am more of a visitor here than a native, so I rely on your guidance to tell me where to pass, where not to pass.
Yes. So my dear friends, on a serious note, thank you so much for coming. You came at the proper time because University of Ghana is celebrating its 75th anniversary, and when we are chronicle the events, because of the anniversary, every event is being chronicled, and this will go into the annals of the University of Ghana as one of the activities that we hosted during the year 2023. Thank you all for visiting University of Ghana. We appreciate you. Have safe flight back home. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, welcome to Manu. No, Obianche. Yeah, the chair. Welcome.
Dr. Adjoa Santibuko has a surprise for you, please.
All right. Good evening, and thank you all for coming to Noguchi for the past 3 days. We've really enjoyed having you here. We have a last surprise for you. You can see some of us are in the University of Ghana at 75 cloth. So we have some at the back, and each participant will take some home. We have 3 colors, So we'll distribute it and you take the Dr. Mewu, why are you raising your hand? You are from University of Ghana.
Excluding staff from the University of Ghana.
Excluding staff from University of Ghana. So that's the last surprise and it's the last souvenir for the wait in your seat for it. The men will have 4 yards, 2 yards, and the women will have 3 yards.
Wife, for our wife, we need more. No, we need it for our wives. Huh? Oh. Non, bon, nous on est foutus. Nous on est foutus. On est foutus. Et pour nos femmes, il n'y a rien pour nos femmes.
स्कूल में बहुत तरीके थी लेकिन इतनी सारी बने कि वो रोज स्कूल जाने लगी चलो क्या हुआ सैड अपने फेवरेट yes go get it please come on take it I क्या चाहते हैं मेरी बेटी को ढूंढने में मेरी मदद करोगे प्लीज डोंट थिंक जो प्लीज आई नीड योर प्लीज उनको माना मन से साफिर होकर